Another day, another thrift haul. Today I'm going to show you my best thrift haul in a while, and I know I say that in every video, but genuinely this feels like it's one of my best thrift hauls ever. Before we get into the haul, hi, my name's Lindsay. I talk a lot about thrifting and fashion content. If that's your thing, I'd love for you to stick around and hit the subscribe button now so you don't miss another video of mine. I do a lot of thrift with me, thrift hauls, fashion analysis type videos, and I do a lot of styling over on my TikTok. So if you want to see how I put together outfits and more of that, that's my TikTok. And also please go shop my Depop. With that little spiel out of the way, I do want to say you will be jealous. This is my favorite bag to bring to the thrift store. It's a real deerskin leather bag that I got in New York at, I don't even know what market. Me and my friend Meg, she lives there, and we were at this market, and there's this old white guy selling these like bags. He must make really cool leather things because he has scraps and he makes these like imperfect little bags. This is just like a giant tote bag. It's actually so sturdy though, and it's like a little, it was only like 50 Canadian dollars, which is kind of crazy for like a real leather bag, and it's like the perfect tote bag to like carry things in. So I love it. But we're gonna get right into the thrift haul because this has been sitting on my floor for a long time. Starting off so strong with this little baby doll top. It's so adorable. It has these little daisies. It was a vintage piece. It was $18 at my local thrift store. This is the brand. It's definitely like a vintage sleepwear dress, but the best part about it, it has a little jacket, which these two together is so adorable that I'm definitely gonna wear it outside because that is just, it's just too cute not to. Like, and I love wearing little vintage slip pieces outside. It's my favorite section of the thrift store always, is the lingerie section. So as you can see, it has little daisies and little ruffles along the sleeves and then at the bottom, and it's just very Sabrina Carpenter coated. Although I don't think she invented like the baby doll slip. I think I've always loved like the baby doll shape, so I'm very obsessed with this, and it's such a fun vintage find, and it was only $18 for the set. So I'm obsessed with that. This is gonna be a very summery thrift haul besides one item, which I will show at the end. Next, I got this halter, very aquamarine halter top. I have been on the hunt for more tank tops that are like basics but elevated basics for summer. I have like one linen wrapped style top I wear all the time that I thrifted. It's from Zara originally, and I just needed more like basics that just go with things that aren't just like a black top, if you know what I mean. So this is by Digital Clothing. I actually love the color. I love everything about it, and I love thrifting digital clothing. If you're ever in Canada thrifting, or if you're from Canada and you thrift, Digital Clothing is one of the brands I always look for. I actually have two more pieces from Digital Clothing in this thrift haul, which is kind of funny because I got two of the pieces at the same thrift store and one at a different thrift store. Next is these vintage camo cargo pants by Digital Clothing, and I actually love this camo print. I love the black. It just feels a bit more elevated than like a hunting camo, because if I wore that like seriously in my hometown, everyone would literally think I'm being crazy if I tried to style it up, because everyone wears camo unironically. It's just what you get in rural Ontario, but I love these. They're definitely true vintage Y2K. As I was saying, they're definitely true vintage Y2K. Like, just look at this tag. I'm obsessed with these. They fit me perfect, and they have a little scrunch at the bottom, so you can even make them capris, which I think is amazing. So I'm so excited to style those. Okay, and then at Value Village, that I went in my last thrift with me. If you go watch the video before this, it'll be my thrift with me, and I got three things because I had to return some things. First thing I got is this little corset top, which I actually really love. It, I was thinking, does it look like Shein? But I feel like it's more cutesy, and I love these little corsets for going out and that kind of vibe. Like, I think it's just like such an elevated going out top, and I love the little ruffles, and the black trim is what really got me, and the little bows is so adorable, and this actually fits me so well, and it was only $10.29, but I had a coupon, of course. Okay, and then the other Digital Clothing, the other item by Digital Clothing that I got at the same time as that halter top is this little cardigan, which I actually really love. I think it's such a fun hybrid top because it's a cardigan, but it's also like perfect for dressing up. Like, don't tell me Aritzia would not be selling this right now. It's a little cardigan. I love the thick band of the bottom. The sleeves are a little ruching on the shoulders. Like, it's adorable. You'll see it on, but I just imagine this like style it so many ways because it's such an elevated basic. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, and then this top. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Whenever I do a thrift haul, it always sits in my room for like a week before I film. So I forget the finds I got, and then I'm really excited to show you guys again. This is a little tank top with a fringe bottom, which I think is so fun. I don't have anything that's like fringe on a clothing piece, and I love the length of this is so perfect because it's not a crop top. The fringe covers, it like kind of hits like right at my belly button, so it's like kind of crop top, but then you have the fringe that covers more of your stomach. It looks so good with low-waisted things. Elevated basic, as I said, and that's kind of what I look for in the summer, is just pieces that go with everything but are just like elevated, you know? And then, okay, this piece may look super ugly to just like hold up, but honestly when I put it on I was like, wow, this is actually such an elevated basic. I guess that's my theme today, is elevated basics, because this top, I just have been seeing so much like baggier basic tops, and I've always hated tight fitting tops on me just because I feel like I'm gonna sweat through them. But I found this lettuce hat trim kind of on the neck, and then the sleeves kind of flare out, so they're like 3/4 length but they flare out, and it's just like hits so perfectly as a basic top. I feel like this will go with so many items, like even this with the camo capris maybe tucked up a bit so it's not so flowy out. Olsen twins, I feel like that kind of vibe, like very 2010s I guess was what I'm going for. That's just been what's on my Pinterest, is like baggier basic tops but elevated basic tops. So I'm actually very excited about this. I've tried it on already, and one of my favorite sections, as I said, is the lingerie section. And I don't have a longer white slip skirt. I have a lot of slip dresses, but I don't have any long slip skirts that like I've actually worn. I'm really hoping this one works, that it's not too see-through. It's not white, but it's kind of like this nude color, which I think looks more vintage in my opinion, and I kind of love the lace trim. There's no slit, but it fits perfectly low rise and has like a good elastic band so you can like kind of adjust it. It is not silk. It's 100% nylon, which would prefer it to be silk, but it's such a great vintage piece, and it's such a good length too. It's not like hitting the floor, but it's like a really good length. You'll see on the try on. And then actually a really good piece, I didn't think twice about when I picked it up, because I pick up so many slip dresses when I'm in the slip dress section at Value Village, because it's my favorite section. Like that's the one section I could go through 10 times because it's so fun to look through like the pajamas and find really cute slip dresses. So I found this one by Splenita Licenza. I found so many vintage Licenza slip dresses at the thrift store, also another brand you should look out for. And it's just super stunning, and a lot of the vintage slip dresses are not see-through. Like obviously they're probably like pajama type sleep dresses. I'm gonna be wearing them outside. So this one is kind of like this, it's not pleated, but it's kind of like a ribbed material. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to describe it. But then the top part, it has this little bow. I love this color, honestly. I may wear this to a wedding because it's just so simple. It's great for summer. It's such a pretty color, and it's not like I love a good muted color, because I don't love wearing things that just are too stark of like a color. Like it's very soft, so I'm very excited about that. And then last thing I got at Value Village, I only got 3 things at Value Village, which is kind of crazy because I had things to return, so I had to buy something, and I'm actually really happy with the 3 items I did get. I got this, oh, it's by Seduction. I didn't even register that. So this is a vintage Seduction, obviously. Look at that tie. Polka dot, orange polka dot. First of all, I was like, orange is not my thing, but polka dots have been catching my eye at the thrift store. I will pick up anything polka dot because I love it so much. It's just such an elevated basic, as I said, because I wear so much black, or I used to wear so much black, and I just want things that are different colors, more statement pieces. And this is like not a bad color. I don't like red on me, so I feel like this is a good, like a warmer color that maybe works better on my skin tone. I don't know. I think a peach looks good on me, so maybe that's what felt right about it. But it's this stunning, it has I love the band at the bottom. It's stretchy. It's kind of like that smocked material. It's completely see-through, and it has a cold shoulder vibe, which I don't love, or I didn't think I'd love, but it has like a tie at the top here, so I feel like you could even cross these as like a neck thing. It kind of falls off the shoulder. It's kind of just like very versatile, and it's perfectly flowy for summer. Like this just with a black skirt is amazing. Like it's great to have elevated tops or like statement tops that you can wear with like another basic, because I'm never somebody to wear a lot of statement things together, but I love mixing it through my neutral wardrobe, I guess, or just have more fun. I used to be so into color, and recently I haven't been, but I am actually really excited about the colored things I bought. Okay, and then next, again, another brand I love to thrift is Le Chateau. This was at my local thrift store. These little heels, they're kind of in rough shape, but I don't own like barely any heels, and I was thinking a white heel would be so good for the wedding I have to go to in the summer. I don't love that this is wooden. I was like, that always throws me off when like it's not the same as the shoe, like, you know what I mean? But it's kind of very summery. It's kind of very fun. It's feels more vintage, and I love Le Chateau that I can't leave these behind, and they're my size and they were white, and I kind of love the rounded toe. They feel very vintage, and the strap goes over my heel, which makes it more comfortable. So even though they're literally on their last legs, I think if I wear them like for a few occasions, I'll get my cost per wear out of them. So very excited about those. And then I don't have the item with me because it's downstairs and it's airing out outside. Is a suede jacket. I'll insert a try on here. Oh my gosh, I made a whole TikTok about it because I was like, you guys, I would never buy something off season because I don't think if I buy a suede jacket now and I find a really good one in like August, right before fall time, I'll like regret my purchase now. But when it just felt so right on, like I tried this suede jacket on at my local thrift store, it was $15. It's the perfect color. I don't have an oversized suede jacket, and it just feels like the perfect, as I said, like basic jacket that can go with everything. Like the fit is perfect. It's just gonna look good with everything. So I had to get that. That's the last item I have to show you guys. But that's my little thrift haul. I think this one was way better than the last one, and the last one was kind of short, I realized, and I've like returned half the items, but I was like, I need to do a thrift haul because I promised a thrift haul. This is a really much better thrift haul to show you guys. I am obsessed with everything I got, and I definitely need to go through my closet, so please go shop my Depop. I will be posting a lot there probably over the next little bit. But thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.